quit being ugly. Quit being hateful. Look how much bigger the roosters are than the chickens. Can you tell that? Looking for a place that I can put this back here. You could watch them run out. But I can't really put a tripod on it because I'm afraid if I do, they'll knock it over. I know they will. Let's do it this way. Alright, here we go. We'll back up and he found it. He's telling them. He says, come over here. It's over here. They didn't even bother to go that way this morning. They must have known I didn't go that way. I got them down here today because they're working that part uphill really good. I need them to work down here a little. Got it all the way down to there. And actually, I'm really shocked because this was really deep in grass. And now you can actually see a lot of dirt here. You sure can. A little bit up here. I raked all this stuff out from here and put it over there, so this should be a little bit deeper. And then they started working in this a little bit harder. This is where the water drains in my place to walk whenever I've got my garden going over here. I can walk over here and not have to go through the rows of the stuff that I planted. Boy, they work hard. They all want every bit of it. So they go as fast as they can when they first get out here because they know that if they do, they're going to get more than anybody else. They're little piggies. I got a GoPro. Got a cheap one off Amazon. I don't know how good it's going to be. And I have a stabilizer that I can carry in my hand. But I haven't figured out how to use a GoPro yet. I haven't had really the chance or the attention span to do it. Yesterday I was exhausted and I didn't do too much, but I sure wanted to. I had to fight myself back and just relax and rest, which is kind of hard to do sometimes, but it has to be done. That's Josephine. They're working hard and fast to get it first. You know, the early bird gets the worm. I guess the early bird gets the scratch too. So today I'm going to be moving some fences around over on the south side and giving them a little bit more time, or not time, but a little bit more space. I have a video that I took yesterday that I'm going to attach to the end of this to show you what I'm going to do. So, as I was talking about my garden yesterday, I didn't get finished. I guess all of this right over in here is going to be squash and things like that. All the things I have other than what I already mentioned. And this area right over here is going to be where my potatoes and my sweet potatoes are. I'll fence that off a little bit, keep them out of there. Then I'll move this over here back that way some. So that'll be nice. They'll have more space, and I'll extend this on up to a little bit further west. And then this is where my corn and my okra will be, down here on the other side of this fence. These two have already started their dust bath this morning. They're getting after it. These are the next to the youngest two. He's a rooster and she's a hen. I thought she was going to be a rooster too, but it looks like she's going to be a hen. That's going to be a nice thing. He's a cross between Barred Rock and Sapphire Gem. He sure is beautiful. Sure is. He knows I'm looking at him and talking about him. It's making him a little bit nervous. He's still a little bit nervous. He hasn't paid his dues to everybody yet. Oh, maybe he found him some pumpkin I put out there yesterday. Put it inside of a tomato cage so they couldn't all push each other out. Okay, they're all doing their thing. Looks like I'm going to have to do some ice busting for their water. When the end of January and February start coming along, I get really tired of winter. It's so cold and just so much more you have to do. Carrying water because the water hose is freezing. There's no water down here, so if my water hoses freeze, I have to carry it. And that's tiring. It's very tiring. But they're going to be so excited today. They're going to be really happy today. Now, that one talking is a boy right there. You hear him. Sounds throaty. He talks a lot too. He hangs out with me a lot. I think he knows that he still has dues to pay and he doesn't like it, and they'll leave him alone if he's close to me. There he goes over by Mama. Funny thing is, she doesn't know that they're chickens, and they don't know she's a duck and she's Mama and they're her babies, and that's just how life is for them. That's their normal. And it worked out for me because I don't have to have baby ducks. She's a pied Muscovy. They're half duck, half goose. Sure are sweet. She's a sweetheart. Well, it looks like everybody's really excited about being out today. Look at this. They're out here up against the building instead of in the barn. They're where the wind can't blow them and the sun can shine on them, and they are happy preening. So, I'm not really sure how this is going to work yet, but right here is where I'm planning on putting the ducks. I'm going to pull those pallets out. I've got some fencing left. And we'll put the ducks right in there. And then where I'm going to put it over here so they can have more space. Right here I can go all the way down about 10 feet on the right so they can have more. They'll be cleaning out all of this. They'll be cleaning out all of this mess here. They'll get in there and they'll just start raking and raking and raking with their feet. And I'm going to put it on the other side of these trees right here, and all the way down to that little building that's in all of that thicket. And they are going to go to work. Kind of hate losing them off of my garden, though. I think they'll do both. I think some of them will be over here and some of them will be over there. It'll be really great. I'm excited. This is a side of my barn that you guys have not seen yet. There's been a reason for it. There's this monstrosity over here that belonged to my neighbor, and he finally sold it and got rid of it. So I had a little chat with him yesterday, and he told me that it would be fine for me to move my fence over a little bit on his property, a little bit on mine, well, a lot on mine. And I told him, I said, you know, if you allow me to put the fence on a little bit on your property, there's that much more that you won't have to mow, and my chickens will take care of it. And boy, they sure would love to have those worms. He agreed, and I am so excited. So come tomorrow or Monday, I don't know when it'll be, we're supposed to have some really nice days here for the next few days. And I'm going to move these pallets right here. Somebody gave them to me, so I accepted them and put them right here. I don't know really what I'm going to do with them yet. But I'm going to probably extend this for the ducks and let them be out here. I think they'll really appreciate being outside a lot more than they are inside, and let them be together and maybe even raise babies, and they can be away from the chickens, and it's good for them and it's good for the chickens, it's good for me. So I'm really excited about that. And so for right now, you can see that the fence is right here at the very edge of the barn, and it goes down here. So I'm going to move it just a little bit on this side of the trees. And there's I don't know, he used to work for a company that had a guard shack, and they moved the guard shack out, and he took it and put it right there. So he said I could use the guard shack as a place to put my gardening tools and stuff. So I'm kind of excited. I've got a little bit more for the chickens. They'll have more food to eat. I'll have a little bit more shade for them, and I'll have a little bit more grass and bugs and things for them to eat. But I'll also have some work to do to get some of this stuff cleaned up. I think they'll clean up a lot of it themselves. But I'm just really, really excited, y'all. I hope you enjoy my my excitement, and it's not too much, but I'm elated. I probably won't sleep much tonight. I'm so excited. So anyway, I'll include this on tomorrow's, and see you then. So I got, let's see, 32 eggs yesterday, and I had a few from the day before, so I boxed them all up, and they're all ready to go out. Aren't they beautiful? Some of them, I mean, are really, really big. Look at that. I have a big hand. I mean, a big hand. And they're so big that they actually cannot, see there? Look at that. They're actually so big that whenever I close the box on them, they crack. The boxes crack instead of closing. This one will close a little bit easier. This is a large box too, so but it does that on some of the bigger boxes. Isn't that funny? They sure are good eggs, I'll tell you that. They are great eggs. Have you ever gone to the refrigerator and know that you've got something in there that you need to cook, but you're just not really sure what you want? Well, today I went in, and like I do usually, I found some chicken in there that was thawed out, and so I put it in the bottom. And I looked in the refrigerator to see what I had, and I had some squash, and I had some onions, and I had some celery, and I had some carrots, and so I chunked all of that stuff up, and I had a little clove of garlic, and I put that in there, and I put a bunch of dollops of cream of chicken soup, and then I filled the can up with water and put some of the, oh, this stuff is amazing, better than bouillon, in there, and that's going to go over the top of it, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 375 for about an hour and see how that does. I think this is going to be delicious. What do you think? And here it is, fresh out of the oven. My goodness, my kitchen smells delicious. Yeah, I covered it up with aluminum foil, but oh my goodness, it smells so good. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.